The Cayman Islands are some of the wealthiest islands in the Caribbean, and they have a lot to offer when it comes to tourism. Whether you're looking for stunning beaches, local attractions, historic landmarks, or foodie finds, the islands will have you covered. And regardless of if you stay on one of the islands or just stop in for the day on a cruise ship like we did, there are plenty of excursion options, or you can sightsee on your own. 3 islands make up the Caymans, including Cayman Brac, Little Cayman, and Grand Cayman. This was our 3rd visit to Grand Cayman, and this time we did things a little different to experience more of the island.
Hey everyone, welcome to George Town Grand Cayman. In this video, we are visiting the beautiful port of Georgetown to explore the area and get outside of the cruise port. In my last video that I did here, we did some exploring around the port on foot, but we didn't go on an excursion, and I was kicking myself because we really wanted to see more of the island. So in this video, we booked an excursion and we're going to explore the Cayman highlights, Hell, and beach. So come along with us and see what it's like. George Town Grand Cayman is a tender port, which means we are out here in the ocean and taking tender boats ashore. I don't know if we're anchored or if they're just kind of floating here while we wait for the tender boats to arrive. If you're general boarding, you would just have to go get a ticket so that you could go based on group. So they have 1 to probably 10 groups. They've already called up to number 6. We aren't doing the general tendering. We have an excursion booked, so we have a meeting time and place, and we'll go there and go with our group to get onto a tender boat, to go ashore, to get to our excursion. But if you don't have an excursion, you just go and get a ticket number, and then they're calling based on group numbers, and they're taking you ashore that way to have some sort of order. Otherwise, they would have thousands of people lined up to get off of the ship.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Grand Cayman. Welcome to Studio B. We have a special gangway today for short excursions. So if they don't see you with the sticker, we will send you to a different gangway.
We made it onto the tender boat, and it is always a little bit hectic when we have to take a tender as part of the tour. But we are with groups 6, 7, 8, and 9, and we are on group 7. So we got a nice seat. Going ashore.
It's always a little hectic getting ashore when it's a tender day, but after we got seated and waited for them to fill the tender boat, it wasn't too long of a ride to get to the port area. When we arrived, we found our tour number, checked in, and then waited in line until it was time to head to the buses. Now, be prepared for a short walk if you are doing a tour here. We had to pass through the port area, some of the shops, and we went past the vendors at the gate who were selling last-minute excursions around the island. We found our smaller bus, got seated, and then we were on our way.
First stop is Tortuga Rum. We're going to sample some rum and some rum cake.
This was a popular attraction, and there were some other tours here. We waited in line before getting in and hearing about the history of the rum cake factory and the family that created these recipes over 6 generations.
Inside, we got to hear more about how they make the cakes and the history of this place. Plus, we got to do a rum tasting and sample some of the rum cake. And then we bought some beef patties and cocoa bread. We're not really sure what the cocoa bread is, but we haven't had a chance to even stop and eat it because it has been a little bit hectic. So that's the first thing I'll notice, is that the tour was a little bit crammed and a little bit hectic. But that seems to be the way all tours go, especially when there is free rum tastings or rum tastings and food tastings included. They have the rum cakes in varying sizes and prices. So in addition to the rum cakes that you can also purchase various souvenirs inside. And we really enjoyed the rum tasting and the rum cake. We don't need a whole rum cake though, so we didn't get one, but we did get a snack size.
We took our beef patty and cocoa bread on the bus to eat on our way to the next stop and can 10 out of 10 recommend them both. They were quite delicious and not too expensive. And if we weren't in a rush to get back on the bus, there were some covered seating areas we could have enjoyed this back at the factory. All along this ride, our tour guide was sharing information about the island and pointed out some points of interest and historic landmarks along the way, sometimes stopping so that we could take photos. It was quite informative and made the drive between stops feel much shorter than it actually was.
We have made it to Hell, which is our second stop on this tour. And if you do bring your passport, you can get it stamped just behind me in that building there. I'm not sure if it actually voids your passport though. We didn't bring ours, so we won't be doing that. And another fun thing you could do while you're here is purchase a postcard and mail it from Hell. So it gets postmarked that you mailed something from Hell.
This was probably my favorite stop on this tour and quite a novelty to visit Hell. I would say that we didn't get much information about the stop and had to do our own reading at the site when we arrived. It did get kind of busy here with multiple tours visiting at the same time.
The rock formations here are made of limestone, and they do look like they might be made from lava, but they're not. They are limestone, and they form what looks like they belong in hell, which is how it got its name. It's really cool to see. A tip for you though, there is very little shade here, so if you do want the shade, make sure you're wearing a hat. There are some really neat looking birds here as well, and some signage telling you what kind they might be. And if you look really closely in the water pools here, some of them you can see little tiny fish. Oh, I can see them here. Might be difficult to see them on the camera though. They're just right in there. So aside from the viewpoint area here, they do have a shop with some souvenirs and a spot where you can go and get your passport stamped that you've officially been to hell. They also have restrooms if you need to use them. And I would say it's not a long stop on this tour. I think we only have about 10 minutes here. It's really just a photo stop, and then you get ushered back onto the bus, and our next stop is going to be the beach. I think this was a neat stop just for the novelty of being able to say you've actually been to hell. So our final stop of this tour is at the beach, where we have an hour and 45 minutes to lounge at some chairs with umbrellas and go swimming if we want to. We found some shade for Alan because he likes his shade, but honestly it's so hot here right now that I don't mind the shade either, because the sun is really hot and it's 12:30, so it's at its peak I think right now. There weren't too many chairs there, but there were enough for our tour guests that were on the same tour as us, so that's good. And the water looks beautiful. But now I'm on a mission to go find some drinks and refreshments for us to enjoy while we're sitting by the beach. So just up where we got dropped off at the bus stop, then I was able to get some local Cayman beer. This is their lager, and this is an IPA, the Island Hopper. So we know which one's for me. Here you go, Ellen. That's really good.
Light and refreshing.
Well, our time is wrapping up here at the beach. I think we have about 15 minutes left before we have to head back up and get ready to get on the bus. One thing I would note is that if you don't have video games, you may not be as happy as Alan here. That was the only way I could lure him on this tour, was that when we got to the beach, he could sit and play on his video games while I enjoyed relaxing by the water. And for those of you who are considering taking this tour, I will say that they did leave the majority of our time for the beach area. So we had about 2 hours here at the beach in total, and the rest of the tour was driving around in the other stops. The other 2 stops did feel a bit rushed, but that's usually the case whenever there's beach at the end of it. They try to give you more time to enjoy the beach. So we have about a 10 to 15 minute drive back to the port area, and then we're going to tour around to see what they have for shops and whatnot right in the port. Last time we were here, that area was closed because of a storm, so this will be the first time in recent years that we'll actually be able to explore it and see what they have there. And if you saw my video of things to do in George Town Grand Cayman from our last trip here, you will see that we did not do a tour. We only walked around the port area and did what we could see right in that area. But I said that we would do a tour on our next visit, and I'm really glad we did, because it did get us out of the port area to see a little bit more of the island. We didn't see much, but you can only see so much in 4 hours on one of these tours. So I'm pretty pleased overall with this tour experience. I do wish we had a little bit more time at the Tortuga Rum factory and in Hell, because that would have been nice, but it is what it is. And overall, I think it was a pretty good tour and decent for the money. Now, don't be a sucker like me and pay more for beer when you don't have to. Just walk up the street a little bit further and there's an Esso station if they're dropping you off at the same place. And we got beers for $1.99 here. So that's a way better price for value, because I paid $5 US per beer down at the bar. But either way, we're supporting the locals.
And I will say the distance between the Esso and the seats and the bar and the seats is about the same.
Yeah, it is. You just don't really see the Esso unless you're paying attention. We're back in the port area now, so let's take a quick tour and see what there is to see and do around this area. You did have to show your cruise SeaPass card and photo ID to get back in. So if you're looking to get any sort of souvenirs, they have tons of different booths here offering various clothing, named items, etc. that you can take back as souvenirs. Plus they also have some fine jewelry stores that you can visit and purchase any fine jewelry of your choosing. And then they've got some food shacks or booths. Some of them are closed right now, but you can get like patties, hot dogs, snow cones, etc. So they do have a variety here, and you don't even have to leave the designated cruise port area if you don't want to.
And I will say, if you wanted to taste the local beers and not go too far, you can get them right here.
And then it was time for us to get back on a tender boat to head back to the ship. And there was basically no line, so we didn't have to wait long to get on our way. Overall, this was probably one of the best experiences we've had in Grand Cayman, and we had perfect weather. If we ever go back, I will definitely book another tour. Well, we made it back on board the ship, and I must say it was quite a pleasant tendering experience. We have tendered in the past to this specific island, and it has not gone as smoothly, but I thought today was really well done. We didn't really have to wait in any lines. It was pretty seamless in my opinion, so that gets a thumbs up from me. And generally, I think the tour was pretty good. I like that we booked through the ship, because I always like that peace of mind, especially when we're in a port that tenders you ashore. We still have 2 hours before the last tender actually has to come back, so we made it back to the ship in plenty of time. Now, what would I rate that tour out of 10? I would probably give it a 7. I think it was really well done. I just wish that there was more time at each of the stops before we got to the beach. And I know that it's a beach tour, so you are expected to have some time at the beach. And if you're going specifically for the beach, I think it would have probably been satisfactory to you, because it was 2 full hours at the beach. And then the other time was spent driving, and we had about 15 minutes at one stop and probably about
about 20 at the other, so it wasn't too much time divided between the other two stops. So I would have liked to have more time in Hell and more time at the rum factory, because I think that would have been nice to be able to have a leisurely lunch there and eat our patties not on the bus. But overall, I would give this one a 7 out of 10, and I would recommend it if you're looking to get a bit of a highlight of the area as well as some time at the beach. Well, I hope you enjoyed coming along with us on our day in George Town Grand Cayman, and that this video can be helpful if you're thinking of booking a tour or a tour similar to this one. Anyways, if you liked the video and found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel, because I have even more cruise content and travels coming your way. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.